right now. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to today's episode of 22 Minutes. You can see here from the beginning of the show here, we are going to change things up here a little bit. We're going to show one of Stefan's listings here that will hopefully kind of entertain you here while we get things set up. We take the first 10 minutes here and kind of showcase or do our sound checks, make sure that everything's working. And so as part of the entertainment value, we're going to showcase a property here for your enjoyment. So if you would please share this out with your friends and family, your sphere of influence, that would be very helpful to us. So please do that, and we're going to do the same right now.
Yes.
Cool. Oh, I got to get my phone. Hang on one second here. And I'm back.
All right, I like it. Missed you already.
Airplane mode. You missed me. Let's see here. Periscope.
My job.
Settings, Periscope. Let's go to advanced sources. Preview broadcast. It's a whole step process going in here. Okay, let's see here. Hashtag. What's a good hashtag for Periscope?
So they can watch it.
Yeah.
Or just call it hashtag Periscope. I don't know. 22 Minutes Periscope. I don't know.
We're going to use the hashtag 22 minutes AZ.
All right, there you go. I heard my voice.
Hashtag Arizona. Hey, did you hit any spring training games over the weekend?
No, I did not. I heard one on the radio, but was it a buyer?
Well, it was a big deal, right? Opening weekend.
Yeah.
All right, let me hit refresh here. Hopefully it doesn't break up on us here, the stream.
About 30 minutes. Okay, I'll call her. Okay. All right. I got a call and somebody wants to talk straight up to me. I know. We thought your accent would win them over. Did you tell them? But don't you notice my accent? I'm fun to talk to. That's weird. Newsmaker Monday.
Sign out, share now on my page. Join us now as we talk about the copy post. Again, everyone, I'm just sharing out with my sphere of influence. Again, we take this first 10 minutes of the show and share this out with our friends and family through social media. So if you would do the same, that would be very helpful to us. Hopefully, if you like the pictures on the pre-show here, write your comments below. Stefan is monitoring the Facebook side, so this is one of Stefan's listings. We featured this on Feature Friday last week. So if you like this property, I believe it's still available.
It is. We had a really good. We did open houses over the weekend.
Okay.
So a lot of neighbors and a few potential buyers come in. It was good.
Nice. So it is still available. So if you like this house and would like a showing, we'll put Stefan and his team's number up throughout the show. that you can reach out, or just write your comments below, and he'll get the message that way as well. Okay, share on my page that I manage.
Did you do any open houses this weekend?
Not this weekend. No, a lot of
Did
house
you do any
chores.
baseball? Oh,
A lot of house chores.
baseball? Did you hit any games?
No baseball myself either. Saturday was kind of a lazy day. I've got a sick dog, so I was up at 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning, and I stayed up all day. And so Saturday night I was exhausted, tired. It's one of those things where you get up in the middle of the night. If you go to sleep, and then you sleep until like 10 o'clock in the morning, then you can't fall asleep that night. At least I can. Right. And so it just screws up your routine, I guess. And so I stayed up, and then I fell asleep like at, I don't know, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. And then I slept until 10 o'clock on Sunday, and then did chores all day Sunday.
Yeah, I did an open house on Saturday, and then I showed a few, probably 3 sets of buyers on Sunday. Wrote an offer on one, so.
Oh, nice. All right, everyone, give us a thumbs up if you would. If you like the pre-show here, we're going to showcase this property all week here, and then next week we'll showcase another one as the pre-show. Again, just to give you something other than myself to look at.
While we set it up, yeah. So this house right here is in the historic district. Let me grab the information on which one. Just hit the market. Oops. Let me messing around. Hit the market on Thursday night. So it's relatively new to us. Relatively new to everybody. It's one of my other companies is a fix and flip company. So this one is one that we fixed and flipped. Looks like it was built in 1939. So it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. The historic district is Campus Vista off of Thomas and 8th Avenue. There's a lot of revitalization over there. The house next door has been totally rehabbed and is on the market. A guy about 4 doors down started to rehab a house, and he's trying to sell it to me now. And then I know a house about probably 12 houses away, Tomas. He's going to be listing his house with me when he's done. He's using my crew to fix it up.
Nice. Beautiful property. Beautiful, nice area, nice location, and highly desirable location around there. So this house should sell fairly quickly. It's turnkey. There's nothing really you have to do this property whatsoever. It's ready to go. Move your furniture in. It's ready to go. So if you like that property or any other properties that you may be interested in, just write your comments below. Stefan and his team will reach out to you and get you taken care of.
That's what we do.
That's what we do for a living, full time.
Yeah, some people don't.
A lot of people don't.
Right.
They say they do, but they don't.
I'm done sharing.
You're done sharing? Okay. We've only got.
I don't know what our topics are today. What do you got?
We got Monday news here and some local stuff. We're gonna. I can't give this spoiler alert, man. Spoiler alert.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right? But you kind of. I think you're up to speed on a lot of this stuff. But if you're not, we'll bring you up to speed. I want to get your comments on a couple things too. It's not going to catch you off guard. It should be pretty standard stuff. So
if it does, I'll just pretend like my connection got lost. Just kidding.
All right. Alrighty then.
All right. Looks like we're about timed up.
Yeah, let's do this, man. Let's do this. All right, let's do this. All right, hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of 22 Minutes. I am Jayson Bates, the lender side of things, and he is Stefan Cotton, the realtor side of things. What? Can I get a shout?
That's the Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Hulk Hogan. I can't hear you.
Yeah. Go to the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd as it cheers, and does its thing. Hey, we want to bring you valuable content that you can use when you're looking to buy, sell, or refinance property. And certainly, if you're looking to do any one of those three things here in the Phoenix metropolitan area, we would love to be your team of choice. So please reach out to us. One of the ways you can do that is that you can write your comments right below here on this Facebook post, or just like the page. You can also follow us on Twitter. Use that hashtag 22minutesaz. And that will reach out to us. Or you can call us directly. We put our numbers up too, so you can call us directly. You can do the
You can
old-fashioned way.
call us. You can cyber stalk us.
Yeah,
You can, right. You can actually stalk us. You can follow us around town.
yeah,
But
right.
anything you have a lot of options.
You do, you do.
Right.
The old-fashioned way is probably the most effective way.
Right.
Quickest response. You can
Give us a
text us
call.
too. Text is
Oh
always
yeah.
good.
Why not?
Hey, we got a lot to cover, so I want to get to today's tweet quote of the day, and then we'll get to the news. This is Monday news of 22 minutes with Jayson and Stefan. So let's get to today's tweet quote of the day. All right, today's tweet quote of the day brought to us by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Not sure who that gentleman is. The only person you are destined to become is the person you were meant to be. Kind of deep. That's a deep
Yeah.
tweet.
Hold on. I'm waiting for it to pop up here. I think Ralph D. Emerson just goes by Emerson, right? I think people might know him as Emerson.
Is that Emerson? It's not ELO, is it? Or EL?
EL.
Isn't
AL
Emerson
man. Email.
Emerson Lake and Powell or something? Wasn't that
Oh, the lawyer.
no,
The
no,
discount lawyer.
no? It was a rock band in the '70s or something.
Oh, okay. I don't
I
know.
forget ELO. I think it was.
Okay.
Take my word for it, I suppose. All right.
That's funny. Yeah, well, me too. I think he's a discount lawyer in the Washington State trifecta,
Hey,
Tri-Cities area.
yeah. Speaking of
I
which,
don't know.
man, there's a lot of discount lawyers here in Phoenix.
Yeah, what's a discount lawyer? We had a discount realtor question. Maybe we'll talk about that someday. But I have a fix and flipper, who she thinks you know paying for a discount realtor is where it's at, and she's had this listing for like 40 days or something, and I think she's paying 1.5. Got him down to 1.5%. It's a $240,000 listing, so you shaved off like $3,000 of your net. I mean, if you hire the right realtor, then maybe you'll get even more than that $3,000 you saved by sticking it to this discount realtor.
Right. Right. Be careful. You get what you pay for.
Right.
Okay, so let's do Monday news. Let me do the intro here. I just like doing those intros.
Yeah,
I
they're
just like
fun.
those transitions. Okay, today there's another bill out there to kill CFPB. So last week we mentioned Ted Cruz. There's yet another one. It seems like everybody's going to jump on this bandwagon so they can say it was my bill that killed the CFPB.
Right.
Ted Cruz introduced a bill last week that would simply amend Dodd-Frank, cutting out the Title X, which authorizes the CFPB. This week, a bill introduced in the Senate last year is back for a second try, using a different tactic to kill the CFPB. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau Accountability Act of 2017, introduced again by Senator, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, Perdue, I guess, Perdue, I guess it's just
Yeah.
Perdue,
There you
of Georgia, could cut off funding to the CFPB. It would put the CFPB under congressional appropriations, which could cut funding if cut funding to nothing if they so choose. The bill has 16 sponsors so far. So CFPB looks like they're getting hit from all different directions.
Right. Remember, we were talking a little bit about how if it's a nice, clean bill, it should they'll get a bunch of writers. So they're going to probably start attaching some other laws. So maybe this one from last year might have a few more writers on it that's not really disclosed yet to us.
Yeah.
But that's why those bills get that big. But when it
Yeah.
starts off that big, we're going
Right.
to eliminate this part of the section. Okay. Oh, that's a good bill. Let's slide this
Yeah, let's
something for the fire
amend
department
it.
or something. Who knows?
Right. Exactly. Yeah, they get a little out of control. Fannie and Freddie will not stay government wards. This is kind of big. I know a couple years ago, there was a lot of talk about combining Fannie Freddie, what that would look like, or privatizing Fannie Freddie. As it's not widely reported today that, but Fannie Freddie are still government backed entities. When the crash happened, the government came in and saved them. They haven't relinquished control of them. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin reiterated again today that he does not intend to let Fannie and Freddie remain under government control. He said he intends to ensure that there are plenty of 30-year fixed rate money in the mortgage market no matter what happens to the GSEs. He considers it vital that the middle class have enough funds to keep the housing industry booming. He is still trying to balance those who want to simply dismantle the GSEs with those who would like them to continue more or less as is. So there's some resistance on both sides on that. There's arguments on both sides whether they should. Fannie and Freddie are so close to one another as far as their guidelines go that why do we have two? However, I will say that as a lender, there are certain situations where Freddie is a little more aggressive than Fannie, and vice versa. And so, as a lender, I can utilize that to help people get financed. So, but if they put it all under one roof and they kind of make it all one, as long as we have what we have now, well, I don't know. Maybe
Well,
there's
I
no
think if you
difference.
make it into one, then they can tighten it up or something. With two, at least it keeps the other one honest. You know.
Yeah, competition's a good thing, right? I mean, that's kind of how I look at it. It's like, well, if you get one, it's kind of monopolized, and then that could really hurt things, or somebody could get a power trip going, which could hurt things. When you have two, it may keep, like you said, people honest. So to be continued on that.
Because with one, you can say, okay, now we're going to get rid of this part and this part and this part. Now it's tighter for the loan,
Yeah, which can
and we
hurt.
just need someone else.
That
Right.
would hurt. That would
Right.
hurt. What about this? This is crazy. I hope this doesn't come back. What?
That's my crazy. What?
It's crazy. 120% loan to value loans. They could be coming back. They could be coming back. So here's the head. This is not a misprint, is what its headline says. Berkeley, or Berkey, Burkey, Berkey Loans is offering a portfolio product that will allow borrowers burdened down with student loan debt to purchase a home with 120% loan to value. You may be thinking, how can that be beneficial? The rate has to be higher. There
Okay.
appears to be a catch hidden. There appears to be a catch to it. Hidden in Berkeley's press release, the 120% loan to value mortgage product will allow related parties to participate in a borrower's mortgage loan without disrupting their own investment portfolios. A benefit of this relationship creates access to capital, lower rates, and an ability for borrowers to move forward. Can you say blanket or hypothecation? I don't even know how to say that.
Yeah.
Hypothecation?
So I can, as a family member, use equity in my house or be a cosigner and throw equity in my house to get this loan done. Is that what they're doing?
I don't know. And now I didn't dig into this. I probably should have a little bit more. I just saw this and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. 120, even considering 120% loan to value right now is just kind of crazy. Now this looks to be for purchase deals. So I don't know what 120%. What are they? Are they including student loan debt? Is that 120%? I don't even understand
Yeah, it
this whole
sounds
thing.
like
So
you have the student loan debt already. So because right now you can't. Right now they're using the student loans requirements. Remember,
yeah,
it used to be that if you were a student, you can defer that stuff, and now it seems like they attach it to it. So I think this is their workaround for those with student loans.
I'll follow up on the story and see, dig into a little bit more and get some more particulars on it, and I'll let everybody know. So that's going to
It's,
give you an
it's the,
excuse to tune into tomorrow's show.
right. I think the I think the news here, yeah, is somebody's thinking about a 120% loan. What does it mean to us? And is there like a 5 year thing where you can't sell it for 5 years or
Well, and that's what I was. The headline for me was 120% loan to value. It's like, really? I don't know if that's a good thing. I guess if done properly, it could be, but we'll see. I'll dig into it a little bit more. Here's one too: appraiser identity theft for appraisers. Now that lenders and brokers are not in close contact with appraisers, some Some people found it not too difficult to impersonate an appraiser. They simply assume the state registration number and begin doing appraisals. Is that crazy? The HUD OIG has caught up with some, but one must wonder how widespread impersonation may be now that no one knows appraisers personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty easy to go in there and identity theft and say, hey, I'm an appraiser, and then collect some money, go out and do an appraisal, and not have the credentials to back you up.
Right.
So a
Or
little
even just
scary.
say, I need that 450 now or 500 now, and then don't even do it
Yeah,
because I'm not really Mark
yeah, no,
Smith, the
mark
appraiser.
appraiser, right? So a little scary as far as that goes. There's money in servicing subprime. This is kind of big. I've always had the attitude, hey, subprime, if it's done right, hey, it's a good loan. Some people just need an opportunity. Nation Star Mortgage, i.e., Mr. Cooper, I don't know what Mr. Cooper means, but turned in a blazing fourth quarter profit. Net income was up 500%. 500% fourth quarter. That's crazy. How they do it? It actually is pretty easy to turn a huge profit on troubled and subprime loans when the market is turning in your favor. Nation Star says they were able to refi a lot of people and generate free income as property values increased. Those who don't pay when they have no equity somehow find a way to pay their mortgage when they suddenly have tens of thousands of dollars in equity. If home prices continue to escalate and jobs are strong, it's a good time to be a servicer, especially in the subprime. This is actually good because that means that if they're turning a profit, they're going to see other companies say, wait a minute, I want a piece of that pie too.
Yeah.
500% increase? Are you kidding me? That would do wonders for my stockholders and shareholders. I want a piece of that pie. And that's going to hopefully open up then additional mortgage products that then can help subprime purchase borrowers, not just
It's all
refinance.
relative. Five hundred
Yeah.
percent of $20 is $100.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how much profit did they have last time before they started doing this?
Yeah.
So,
Don't be a downer. Don't be a downer.
okay. Well, I'm just saying 500% sounds really good.
I know. I know.
500% of
You're
zero
absolutely
is
correct.
zero.
Yep, you're correct. You're absolutely correct. More than half of TRID estimates need revision. So TRID, Tiller Respa Integrated Disclosures, the new disclosure system that we have to go by
Right.
through Dodd-Frank. Last year, 58% of lenders' estimates to home buyers had to be revised before closing, according
Yep.
to a new survey released by Closing Corp. Um, this is something I want to touch base on just because of home buyers out there. Not everything's perfect yet. I don't know
Right.
that it ever will be, to be honest with you. According to a new survey released by Closing Corp, a provider of data on closing costs and technology, from the initial loan estimates, borrowers said things changed. What changed? Some cited closing costs, insurance costs, and taxes as the most common fees that needed to be adjusted. Understandable. We don't know as lenders. We don't know what insurance company you're going to pick. So yeah, that's understandable.
And then
Unless,
taxes. Yeah, taxes is it's a blanket number. It's 0.7% of the purchase price typically is what we use as a ballpark.
yeah,
So of course that's going to be different when it's the exact number. But
exactly. That's exactly right. So, unless a loan closed on a specific day, things will change, especially tax prorations. That's to be expected. The most complaints came from changes resulting from fees that were adjusted due to something about them or the loan. That's surprising to me.
right.
That's a little jumping the gun for lenders who are doing that. In other words, they maybe didn't adjust for, I don't know, a rate adjustment because of your FICO score, or whether it's owner occupied or not owner occupied, that sort of thing. Can you believe, this is what was shocking about this headline? Can you believe 17% of those interviewed, of the people who said that there were a lot of changes made to their closing costs, 17% of those interviewed didn't know mortgages have closing costs. Really? Wow. That seems like a high number to me.
Yeah,
17% of the people
it's one
didn't
out of every
realize.
six people. Again, when 30% of the people out there think you need 20% to put down on a house, it doesn't surprise me that half of those people, probably those ones, I would call them the ignorant bunch, if I can try to get us to go viral by calling somebody ignorant. But the idea that you have to put 20% down on a house is it's good. It's good practice to get on the PMI, but it's not necessary.
Yeah.
And then yeah, no closing costs. That's why I'm asking for closing costs every time. Why are you asking for closing costs, man? Well, because do
Hey,
you have the extra $6,000 to close on this house? What? I need 6,000 more dollars? Yeah, let me ask the seller to cover it. Okay.
we
You know,
have what we call free money. There's free money. I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
right.
There's no such thing as free money when it comes to mortgages. Another giant realty company starts a mortgage brokerage. This is the headline. Last
Yep.
month, Remax, and this is what I want to get your take on.
Yep.
Last month, Remax started Moto Mortgage. Hello, Moto.
Hello, Mo.
A franchise mortgage brokerage that is owned by the realty company. Supposedly, it will give homebuyers one-stop shopping. Redfin says they are starting a mortgage brokerage. So Redfin's getting into the mix too. Currently, their portal just refers people to originators who appear to be paying to get referrals. Now, Jack Conway Real Estate is teaming up with New Penn to form a joint venture mortgage brokerage in the Boston area. Doesn't this sound a lot like Prospect Mortgage model that the CFPB cracked down on?
Right.
You know,
Yeah, maybe they should wait for that bill to pass, but
yeah, this is dangerous territory. I know a lot of people want to get into mortgage. Here's the thing: we talked about what the discount lawyers or whatever out there. There's one discount lawyer that puts an ad out there. You can't be good at everything. You can only be good at one thing. And I'm kind of a believer in that, to be honest with you. If you're going to be a real estate company, be a real estate company. If you're going to be a mortgage company, be a mortgage company, and do it very, very well. Doing both to try to get profit, that's a little greedy in my eyes. I understand what the concept there to try to make it a little bit maybe a little seamless for the consumer, but you can't be good at both. There's just no way. No way.
well, if I had the lending company, I'm not the lender. It's just in house, and it's just a convenience, like move
Mhm.
right along. Now, my take on it is this is what exactly I think Berkshire Hathaway is trying to do, or they're a little bit behind the gun. I mean, they've come up with this logo, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Now, the home services right now is just the real estate. Right now, although I heard that there's a title company that maybe some of the Berkshire Hathaway owners um, have, so there might be a title company and a real estate company. Now, throwing in a lender, that's yeah, just okay. Everybody's wearing the same purple shirt or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, on the lender side, just like when you buy a car, there's that lender there ready to finance it for you.
Yeah. But that's okay. But just keep them separate. That's my opinion. Okay,
Yeah.
next story here. I want to get your take on this. This kind of broke last week, and that is the possibility of a theme park down in Casa Grande. I don't know if you heard
Wyatt
that
Earp. Or,
story. This does happen every few years. It says every few years we see development plans for a large scale amusement park in Arizona. Tourism is a 21 billion dollar
okay.
industry here in the state and has never and in the state has never had a large scale Disney type theme park. Our theme park is the Grand Canyon in Sedona,
Right.
that kind of thing. That has prompted several development plans never fulfilled in and around the Phoenix metropolitan area. Now, a Florida group called the Block Sports Company has submitted plans with the city of Casa Grande for a potential 618-acre entertainment resort and commercial development called Dreamport Villages. Block Sports is not affiliated with Walt Disney Company or Six Flags. So there you go. They've submitted plans. We'll see if Casa Grande does it. Interesting though, Casa Grande or Casa Grande or however you want to pronounce
Yeah.
it, they've got this big potential electric car
Yep.
manufacturing plant going down there. Now they're getting this submitted. I don't know what they're doing down there, but they're getting a lot of big high profile companies to kind of look their way,
Right.
which is kind of interesting.
It's going to
So
really help the housing market down there. I've been telling people for a little while that to buy and hold down there would be a good thing for the next 2 3 years. My thought is, if you're going to have a theme park, why would you put it in a place that's 120 degrees?
I know that's like the hottest part of the valley, right? The only
Yep.
attraction, we've seen like Odyssey or whatever they call it out there in Scottsdale. That's gone up. That's gotten a lot of publicity out there for tourism, especially right now. I bet you there's a lot. It's right across pretty much from the the sports complex there for the Diamondbacks.
Right.
So they probably get a lot of out-of-staters that visit that place. I've also seen the indoor sky thing where you can skydive indoors or whatever. They put one of
Right.
those out there. So there's a lot of kind of theme park kind of things going in and around out there. But this is kind of
Uh,
interesting. This will
well,
be
now that I
interesting.
think about it, it's only hot like 4 months. But like right now, or even in Christmas, you can come here during Christmas and not have to worry about snow and stuff, and go to the theme park. And
And that's
you
really
know,
when we get our tourism, right? I mean, we get it
yeah,
between, November to probably what, May?
April. Yeah, the end of April. Yeah,
Yeah. So that's a big chunk of the year.
yeah.
All right, almost out of time here. Couple other things I want to touch base on. Study shows under 60 hours of work per month required to pay rent in Phoenix.
60
Interesting.
hours of work per month. So okay,
Yeah, so you got to work
15 hours.
60 hours of work to make your rent. So I put up this illustration. You'll see it here in just a second here on your
Yeah,
side
yeah.
or whatever. But it's flying through here. So let me pause that for us. Okay, there it went. Okay, so let
So
me. Oh,
that
whoop.
covers the rent, and so then the rest of the hours cover your gas, your food, and your other stuff.
Yes, yes. So this is the. Let me get to the slide here that kind of shows us here. Sorry, our overlays are coming in on this, but they'll stop here in a second. So this shows here that homes have gone up tremendously in rent, or the cost of rent has gone up tremendously. So in Surprise, as an example, year over year, they've had a 12%, 12.6% increase in rents year over year. While down in Chandler, it's 5.6%. Mesa, 9.1% increase. This is an increase in rent year over year. The next slide here shows the rent change from in 2016. You can see kind of on a sliding scale there. On the left hand side is the city, and then the percentage in which it's up. You got something going on there?
Yeah, they're talking about me. I hear
Oh,
them. I hear
okay.
them. I hear my name.
So this is the percentage of rent that's gone up, and then here's the top three cities with the highest rents. Scottsdale being number one here in the valley, 1254 average. This is the average rent in the area. Tempe being pretty high. Tempe, I can
Yeah.
see that pretty well. Chandler, a lot of high tech down there, a lot of high paying jobs. I can see Chandler being high rent as well.
Well, Tempe,
Glendale,
you got the university.
yep,
Yeah.
got the University ASU, so you're going to get high rent there. Cities with the lowest rent there: Glendale, Mesa, Phoenix. My
Yeah.
point being on these slides is that with these rents, this is the average rent, even in Glendale, $819 average rent. I mean, not for very much more. You can get a home in Glendale
Right.
and have the tax write off. So the net effect is you pay about $800 of rent or mortgage after you deduct your interest and things like that. So
Right.
we're at that point in the valley here where it's why rent when you can buy. We're past this stage of penalty box phase, my opinion,
Yeah.
in the mortgage, or most people are beyond their foreclosure, bankruptcy, that sort of thing. So I thought why rent when you can pay. Here's average rent in 2016, average rent in 2015 for these cities. In Surprise, it was $910. Now it's $1,025. That's your 12.6% increase. So there's the
Yeah.
cities.
I know that Surprise area has been really hot. I'm over here on the west side, and it seems like that's where everybody wants to go because of all the nice restaurants and stuff over there. A lot of golf courses, restaurants, and just like modern. It's all like,
New,
it's not. Yeah, it's not 1980 stuff. It's
right?
1999 or newer.
Yeah, it's new with newer amenities and that sort of thing. So, hey, the last thing too, and I know we're running a little bit long here on time, but the last thing I want to show here, kind of talk to you about here, Stefan, is the changes to the sales contract. There's some changes coming
Yep.
to the sales contract. I hope you're aware. I think you're
It's
aware.
been in effect. It's been in effect for 27 days. Yeah.
Oh, it has been in effect for 27 days. So
Yeah, February.
February. Okay, good. So home buying in a house, home buying, how buying a house in Arizona just got a whole lot different. So, can you kind of elaborate on some of the changes? I can read the article here if you want.
Yeah, a couple of the
Sold as
changes
is.
are the warrantables. Now you're buying it more as is. It used to be that
Yeah.
some of the stuff for warrantables was like the water issues, leaks, things that you had to guarantee that you would fix. Now, um, you don't have to guarantee it. You can fix it if you want. It's not like a, sometimes it'll still be a funding condition if it's a VA loan or something. But some of the stuff is, so that helps that whole BINSR process, meaning the BINSR is the buyer's inspection notice, seller's response, where the buyer's inspected, we notice this, the seller's respond, okay, we'll fix it, yes, we won't.
Hmm.
But when it's warrantable, you have to fix it. Now we've removed the warrantables, so it's still in negotiation afterwards.
Yeah, that's what it
Um,
kind of exactly.
that's
That's
the big
exactly right. The old as is kind of thing, kind of changed on there. So just another reason why you need a good realtor to help you with this process, because these sort of changes happen behind the scene. You're not aware. Can be pretty costly for you as a
and
consumer.
you as a consumer, I know a lot of the people out there like to go to specifically to the listing agent to hope to get the discount.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing that really happens when you go to that agent is that agent gets twice as much money, and that's really what happens. It's
Yeah,
not
I know.
like,
I know.
and then when the BINSR happens and the seller says, "No, I'm not going to fix it," well, the you're not getting any benefit from having a being the buyer if you're working with a listing agent
Right.
in that sense. We have several team members here, so if we have a listing and you want to use somebody from the team to negotiate versus the listing agent, so that's the other part, one person versus a team of people, right?
Right.
So
Right.
um, we go back and forth and try to make it work out, smooth it out. But um, if you have, if you go to the listing agent with this new contract, you're buying it as is, and they can just say, no, it's as is. Kind of like going to the new build. Can we get a discount? No. Okay. Can you fix this? Let me call the owner. No. Without a realtor. So
Right. Right. So those are the top headlines here for Monday, this Monday, February 27th, 2017. So if you like the show, please give us that thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Subscribe to our page. If you know anybody looking to buy, sell, or refinance property, please reach out to us. We'd love to be your team of choice. So please reach out to us. You can do so by heading over to our Facebook page if you haven't already. 22 Minutes with Jayson and Stefan, or 22 Mins, I think it is the name of the page. And like our page and reach out to us from there. Message us from there. Call us from there. Whatever fits your fancy, you can do right from there. Or if you're
thank you.
watch us on YouTube, there, give us that thumbs up. Share with your friends and family. I just saw one of my YouTube videos that had like 3,300 views on it, which is kind of crazy. Didn't even know
What?
that. So what? So thank you for all that support out there. So hey, reach out to us if you're
Did you
looking to
take
buy
off your
something.
shirt or something? How did you get so many views? Did you start flexing your muscle
It's a
or
no.
did you fall down?
It's about home equity loans. All you need to know about
Oh,
home equity loans, and those are very
okay.
popular. And I kind of saw that last year as them beginning in
Yeah.
popularity. They've become very popular, as evidence of all the viewership there. So, hey, until we do this Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Arizona time. So if you want to watch the live broadcast, head over to our Facebook page at that time, and you'll be able to catch the live broadcast. And you can even participate in the questions, answers,
Right.
comments, whatever it is that again fits your fancy. I don't know why I'm into that. Was that the word of the day? Fit your fancy?
Fitz. Fit
Fitz
was. Fancy
Fitzgerald.
wasn't. Right. Right. All right. So I did. So what I did is I wrote a couple comments on the topics that we talked about on the show. That way, somebody can see. And because I said about the rents increased,
Yep.
the identity theft for the appraisers, and I talked about the 120% loan to value as a comment.
Yep.
So we have that. Anyways,
Yep.
I think
And
that's our time.
that's
Yeah.
our time for today. Until tomorrow, everyone have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.